Hello everyone, my name is Jabbar and welcome to Don't Open Your Eyes. Time check tayo is 12:20 AM. Pang-apat na to. Pang-apat na ba? Pang-lima? Hindi ko alam, makalimutan ko na. So nag-upload lang ako. Diretso tayo guys, para mas matakot pa tayo. Nakakatakot yung mga nalalaro natin. Creepy lang, pero hindi nakakatakot. Start na natin. Okay. Oh, maganda graphics eh. Save screenshot. It's getting late. My eyelids have begun to feel heavy. I better go to sleep. I leave aside the book I've been reading to look out my window. The process of falling asleep is always a struggle against noise. Barking dogs, police sirens, or even my own intrusive thoughts. But not even the turn gears of my brain are producing much sound. Tonight is just oddly quiet. Quiet. Too quiet. Oh shit. I feel restless. My sight peers towards the hole outside my door. Putang. The distance between my room and the opposite wall is only 10 steps long. I know since I made a habit of counting them whenever I go out. 1, 2, 3, absent-mindedly, but always I don't know why. Maybe I just like being aware of my surroundings to the smallest details. But tonight is different. The hallway looks it stretches into nothingness like the throat of a gargantuan beast. Oh shit. Logical thinking cries that is just my imagination. There can't be anything wrong or different about it. It's just a hallway. But what? I don't want to look at it. Kasi dapat sinira mo. So I take a deep breath, close my eyes. Okay. In my room. Oh shit. There's a bed. In my room. There's a wardrobe. In my room. There's pictures framed on the wall. My room is part of myself. It's a world I know like the back of my hand. For someone to blindfold me and ask me to find my way around. I do so without the slightest difficulty. As long as nothing changes, having my eyes closed makes no difference. In this room, I can almost find what I want to find. Because in this room, I know how everything looks. Until one day, I need to wake up early tomorrow. I should really try to sleep. Oh shit. Di ba pwede gumalaw? Ano bangungot to? Hindi ako makagalaw kahapon. Naglalakad ta. Ina mo. What's that sound? Are those footsteps? Shit. Oh, that's impossible. It must be my imaginations. But it's getting closer. Yeah, and closer. And closer. And closer. They are gone. Right. There's no way someone could be there. Fuck. Who are you?
Hey.
Hi. Shit. Hell no. Ina mo ka gago ka. Jabated ka. The title is Don't Open Your Eyes, motherfucker.
Look at me.
Shit. I do my best to
Why won't you look at me? Where are your manners? If a stranger asks for help, is it right to ignore them?
Yes,
Is that how it is?
because it's stranger. No, joke lang. Joke lang yun, ha? I can feel someone breathing over my ear. It's
I will
cold.
share a secret with you.
Oh shit.
I have never seen myself before. I don't know if my face is ugly. I don't know the color of my skin. I don't know if I'm even here.
Ina, wag akong mananaginip ng
That is
ganito po
why I
ito.
need you to open your eyes so you can tell me how I look. But
No.
I'm also shy, so I might hide the moment you do.
No,
You won't
no,
find
no,
me
no.
anywhere, and soon you will forget like a faded dream.
Ina mo?
I know you're not asleep.
Tulog ako.
Listen, with those tiny ears of yours, they look so fragile, like I could almost grab them.
Shit. I feel something caress.
Put my fingers around them and tear them off. If I do, will you scream? Will
Shit.
I hear your voice?
Baby, bata mo.
It was a joke. I'm joking. Don't be scared. Hey, how do you think my eyes look when our cases finally meet? What will you find? Answer me.
Oh, baby. Oh shit, what did our lips like? What did it look like? I think empty.
They look empty.
Oh shit.
That may be so. The eyes are the window to the soul. That's what someone told me. Long they said that the soul was holy, bright, beautiful. Every person has one. Both the good and the evil. But that person said I was the exception. That something like me couldn't possibly own something so holy, so bright,
Holy shit.
so beautiful.
Bright shit.
They looked inside of
Beautiful
me,
shit.
took a deep breath, and announced their conclusion with great
Yo,
fatigue.
huwag yung titignan yung mata ngayon. Sobrang
Their eyes that could see it all, couldn't find anything in there.
shit.
I'm sure that if you were to cut me apart, not even blood would flow out, even if I felt it sometimes crawling through my veins. Maybe that's why I've never seen myself before, because I'm empty. But isn't that something to be grateful for? Because if I were to look and find nothing there, then surely I would feel disappointed. By not looking, I can ease myself of that pain.
Creepy ng
So maybe this
salita
is
niya.
for the best. I can't remember who was the first to recite these words to me, nor the second, nor the several others who came after. The only thing I remember is that they looked as empty as I. Hey, have you ever felt so empty? So devoid of what makes everyone special that you've embraced the void as your own? Have you? These eyes, are these my eyes?
Yes.
Good answer. Yet there is only one way to know the truth.
Open your eyes.
Your eyes.
Hell
So you
no,
won't look at me,
motherfucker.
even though your eyes are so pretty, I can't see them.
My eyes are
But I can imagine them behind their veil of flesh, round like pearls and shiny like jewels. So pretty. It's fine. We still have time. The night is
Gago ka. Oh shit.
People are good at closing their doors. Do you know what a door is? Of course you know. You have one. Right there, at the verge of your little world. A door is a barrier to keep the bad out. The bad can be anything. A bad person, a bad smell, and sometimes me. I can't open doors. I find them tricky.
Yo! Tangina, magsara na kayo ng mga
Should I
pintura.
push or pull? Should I turn the knob left or right? Should I try to take it off its hinges? Should I chip away at it, hoping it will fall apart? And what happens when it opens? Do I close it behind me? Do I keep it open? But that might be rude to the person who had it closed. But then, how do I get out? And what
Same
happens
pattern.
if the wind pushes it close? What then? So many options, so many things that could go wrong.
Tangina
Whenever I
mo.
stand in front of a closed door,
Tama-tama.
it paralyzes me. I stare at it for a long time and think of my excuses, because that's all they are. What bothers me the most about closed doors is the idea they exist to keep me out. It fills me with the need to go in, so I search for a crevice or a window. Anything that might be open, anything that might let me in. I'm not good with doors, but as long as there's a place where I can fit, then I can go in anywhere. Every night, I hop across the shadows of the streets. I'm careful, so as to not be caught by the light. In my eternal search,
Okay.
I pick a place where to rest. I slip in and spend the night wherever is comfortable, without alerting anyone. Usually it's a cellar, an attic, anywhere with dust, with dirt. I feel at home there. But sometimes, just sometimes, an urge swells inside of me. The urge to be seen.
Yo,
So I search hard
try nyo panoorin to ng sa mata lang kayo ng upload.
for a door that's
Sa mata
open,
niya.
for an
Grabe,
entryway
sobrang
covered in darkness, and for someone to be at the other end, awake, as if
Ang
expecting
pinakinig
me.
ko.
But
Kaya
you
huwag
won't
na
look at me.
na panoorin.
Even though you had your door open for visitors. Why is that?
Oh shit.
Are you afraid? Do I scare you?
Hell yeah.
That can't be it. We have been chatting for so long. You
You
haven't
have
chased
been
me out.
chatting with me for so long.
That means you welcome me. So I'm
Oh
certain
no,
that
no,
if I were
no,
to
no,
reach
no.
out my hand,
No.
you would reciprocate and grasp it. I'm sure your hands are warm, so very warm. Because people are always warm. Hey, how do my hands look when my warmth finally meets yours? How will it feel? Answer me.
They look incomplete, motherfucker.
Incomplete.
Ay, fuck. Mali na pili natin.
That may be so. Amidst my travels, I have lost more than I can imagine. I have left people behind.
Bangungot lang yan. Kaya lahat
People
ng
who are my
sinasabi
chat
mo,
companions.
malabas.
Just like you are now. So it's no wonder that by leaving them behind, I will leave parts of me as well. Things such as skin, or flesh, or bones, or anything that makes me as farewell gifts. It sounds like an excuse, and that's because I am careless, and I can't help but wonder how everything feels to the touch, like the crust of a tree, or the surface of a frozen. But sometimes I find something else, like a building engulfed in a raging fire. I think of the screams in the distance, or the suffering and death and charred skin, and wonder, how does that feel? So I put my hands to the fire. It
No.
hurts, but I tolerate it, and keep them there for long enough that the uncomfortable feeling dissipates, and the smell of horrible but intoxicating. I seek such extreme sensations. The edge of a knife sometimes provides it, other times the fangs of a beast. Those times, however, it's but I would place my fingers over a benign surface, only to discover it's covered in spikes, and I would leave my hands there as I traverse along it, leaving parts of my body as a farewell gift. And since it's not so different from what I was saying before, the fire and the blades are friends. They have granted me times of great fun, so
No.
it's only polite to leave something of yours as a sign of. But there's one thing I've always loathed from these encounters. They're always. I'd rather. Hey, have you ever placed yourself in harm's way, only to feel a satisfaction you've realized is not? Have you?
Hell no.
These hands. Are these my hands? Good
Yes.
answer. Yet, there's only one way to know the truth.
Open your eyes.
Your eyes.
No.
So you won't look at me, even though my hands. Think about it. Maybe you and I are similar.
No.
I can feel it in my skin.
Oh shit.
Oh. Can you hear it? My skin is pulsate. It has been long since this happened. It's a sign of my innermost emotions flowing out. I wander the world, wanting to be. I'll be satisfied as long as someone tells me how I look, but it's not like anyone will do. If it did, then it would be oh so easy, since I could show myself to everyone at once, every living person in this land, and ask them all the same question. Someone will answer that, but it might not be the answer I wish, since I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be perceived as something I'm not. It scares me. That is why, when someone is on the verge of looking at me, I shy away. I hide, fading into the dark. But you might be different.
I'm not fucking different. What the fuck?
If it's you, it might be possible to stand still, if only for a sec. That way you can help.
Hindi
We
mo ako
can
masasabi
both be
ko, boy.
fulfilled. Just thinking about it, it makes me feel something. I cannot describe it. I am not good. There was a person
you're
in
really
my
good
past
with words.
who taught me they were not good at it either. And thinking back on it, they certainly didn't. To teach a wordless being how to talk must be a challenge. Yet, simply because they could, it is weird to remember, because it makes me think of why I want to be seen, and I am not. I don't care much for my appearance. I don't want to be judged. But if that were it, I could easily stand. So why is it? Why do I want someone to recognize me so? Maybe it's only because I can. Because everyone gets to be recognized.
Hindi talaga ng
But
boses.
me. But I will. Soon. Once you open your eyes.
No. Hello.
There it is again. Just thinking about the moment you unveil your sight onto me, and you finally take those bed sheets off your body, and you inspect every crevice of mine, and you finally open those tight lips of yours to let me hear what I am, and to maybe even give me a name.
Your name is
It
Creep.
makes me feel, but I don't know what.
Fucking creepy.
Surely it would be evident.
Full
If you
name
were
is
to look
fucking
at my
Creep.
face. Hey, what does my expression look like when that veil of uncertainty finally disappears? What would answer me?
Cheerful smile. What the fuck? It surprised me. It's an emotionless there. Shit. So, lahat ng sinasabi natin nagiging dati. Lumalabas sa kanya. Try natin maging cheerful
A
smile.
cheerful smile.
Parang naman medyo... Ay po!
It would only make sense for the end of this journey to bring me joy. It has been so long. I can no longer remember where it all began. But who's to say it had a begin? Maybe the starting point is the earliest one I can recall. It was. And for some reason, I rarely travel during the daytime, only when the fear of being seen isn't there. So I must have believed. But it's strange, since the place I was walking through was a city, one full of people. I couldn't see them, hiding in the shadows, with their backs against the dirt, completely motionless, complete living in wait of their deaths. And what's more, none dared to look. Did they even know I was there? Maybe. All I remember is feeling a certain kinship towards the hidden inhabitants of that cell. They were like me, living in fear. And who's to say I wasn't one of them? Maybe I spent my days as part of the scenery as well, and one day I decided to. A walk that hasn't yet found it's my earliest memory. No experience afterwards had made me want to smile more. So if you say I am smiling, then surely. But tonight, so if my expression is truly one of cheer, then I must be lying through my smiling teeth. Hey, have you ever expressed honest happiness in your face, when in reality, you're feeling anything but? Have you? This expression, is this my expression?
Yes.
Thank you. You have
So
truly
you can stop now.
helped me tonight. These are these, and this. I consider these my most treasured features, and you have helped me picture them. No one has done this for me. I feel a connection with you,
Yeah,
one
go.
born out of honest gratitude. But there's one step left. You need to make sure of the truth.
Open your
It
eyes.
is the only way to finally understand each other.
Open our
So please,
eyes.
I beg of you, open your eyes.
So guys, open ba natin? Para magkaroon ng thrill. Open natin. What will happen? Oh, nawala siya. Okay. Oh. Nice. Yun na lang laro to. So, siguro kaya hindi tayo kasi nabigay natin sa kanya yung mga kailangan niya. Grabe. Nakakatakot. Huwag niyo papanoorin ito kung lagi kayong binabangungot. Hindi recommended to sa mga binabangungot. Grabe, sobrang creepy. And, tigil lang. Tapos na. Hindi ko lang pag ginawa natin yun. Hindi ko lang kung ano mangyayari. So, itatry ko i-edit kung ano yung mangyayari susunod. Panoorin nyo.